Hello everyone. So I'm gonna try to do this face cam so I can just introduce the video and everything. So hello, welcome to my channel once again. Anyway, so today, in today's video, I want to do a little, I want to do a demonstration of my new, demonstration is not the right word, whatever. I want to show you guys my new setup. So I bought a new desk for drawing because recently, before that, I was actually using my other desk, but it got way too crowded. I'll show you in a bit because right now I have this all set up right here, but it was getting really bad over there. And I used to have a piano right here, and then I pulled that whole actual piano out of my room, and then I came in and I built this. I kind of bought it impulsively. I kind of wanted it beforehand, but you know, I didn't buy it because it was a little too expensive. But it recently went on sale, and I saw it at Michael's when I was not there to buy one of these. I went there to spend maybe like 15-20 bucks and ended up coming out with almost spending $200 with this table. So with that out of the way, I did one drawing so far on this table, and I love it so much more. I feel like I have so much extra space, and I have so many extra areas to put my art supplies and my camera angling, and then I got this new ring light, and it's so much easier than it was before. So I'll show you guys how that looks, and then I'll get to the drawing. Okay, so one super awkward intro later, and here is the setup. So yeah, it's not nothing too big or anything. It's just, you know, like a small desk. You can have this little compartment on right here on the side that slides in and out, and there's like little drawers at the bottom and little side parts that can help hold my pens and my inks and all my art supplies and everything. I have my sketchbooks at the bottom and paint supplies and stuff, you know, just more room, you know, like I really needed more room. And I have that ring light there now too that really fixes the lighting in some of my videos. It really helps a lot, and I don't regret buying it. Even though it was a really impulsive purchase, I don't regret buying it. It seems very useful. Anyways, so let's get into the drawing. A couple things you'll notice with this new setup is the camera angle is a lot better. I actually have more freedom to move my camera around more than I did on my other desk because I just had so much other stuff there. And I'm actually able to get a good angle on wherever I'm drawing. And you can actually see the drawing happen instead of my hand just, you know, just right in front of it. Even though it does happen a couple times still, and you'll notice when it does, but it's a lot better than it was before. So I don't know if you noticed, but during that intro, I was really uncomfortable. It's my first time, you know, like actually talking to a camera and looking into it. I've never done it before, so it makes me feel a little weird. I don't know who I'm supposed to be trying to talk to, and I don't know, maybe I'll keep doing it, maybe not, maybe I'll get used to it. I don't know, we'll see. I just wanted to try it out. I feel like it's a little easier now that I have the ring light, because beforehand the lighting in my room was horrible. It's really dark in here, and I don't get a lot of natural light. And I do have a window, but the natural light from my window is at an angle to where it's kind of hard to place a camera. And anyways, this desk just made it so much easier. I also use my phone camera to record, so I don't know how the quality is gonna look. Probably a lot worse. I thought about using my actual camera, but the only issue with that is I don't have a camera that you like the screen's adjustable, you know, and I'd like to see where the angle of the camera is, and it's hard to do that because I constantly have to get up and look behind the camera to see, if I'm off screen or something, and I don't know. Well, I'll try and figure something out about that, but as of now, I'm trying to use my phone. So I'm really hoping the audio and the visuals are okay, at least. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I keep on even doing those intros like that. I just thought it'd be something easier to do, because usually when I start these drawings, I want to introduce the actual drawing and stuff that's going on, because like how I wanted to explain my new setup, I wanted to show it, but I didn't want to just show it and then start talking about it firsthand. Like I wanted to introduce everything, and I just thought it'd be easier to do that with an actual face cam intro. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm just trying new things. I'm still trying to figure out this whole editing process and the audios, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, so this drawing, I actually spent a lot of time on this drawing. I kind of wanted to have a well time spent on my first drawing in this new setup. I wanted to take my time with it. I wanted to spend a little bit more time on detail of the drawing, because usually when I'm just like drawing, I'm kind of just doodling around and just scribbling wherever, and then whatever comes out of it. But this one I was a little bit more intricate with my lines and what I wanted to do with it. I thought it came out pretty cool. I really like it. It's something different. Those little dot shadings, those are something new I'm trying. I want to see how they would come out, see if it'll bring out a little bit more depth of the drawing, and it did. So interesting. One thing I am afraid of about having this desk is the fact that I just have a habit of having a ton of clutter. Like, I feel like I constantly be putting tons of stuff on my desk, and that's why in the first hand I had to get this separate desk, because I just have so much stuff on my desk. Not only that, but I have drawers full with a bunch of other stuff too, and I just don't know where all this stuff is coming from. And the only thing is like when I look around and I see stuff to get rid of, I feel like majority of things I have are kind of necessary. So I'm afraid that this new desk, I'm gonna have the same habit where I just put stuff on it and put stuff on it. But I'm trying to keep it to where it's exclusively art supplies. Like everything that I have that's only for art is going on that. But I mean, even then, I have a lot of art supplies, and I constantly keep on buying more art supplies, and I'm buying more than I'm using, and it's like it just keeps accumulating, and it's just, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I think I just need to learn how to limit myself on stuff I buy, because I do have a lot of stuff, and I don't think a lot of them are really necessary, but I do think they're just fun to have. Like for example, for some reason I have like 7 to 10 sketchbooks. I don't even know. I haven't really counted them, but I know I have more than someone should. And on top of that, I have never actually filled one, front to back. So it's like, okay, well, do I really need all of these? But it is another thing. There's different paper textures and sizes of the sketchbooks, and sometimes I get them as gifts, and it's just, I don't see them as necessary, but they're good to have. And then I also have a bunch of paint. I have a lot of pens. I have a ton of them right here. A lot of them seem really unnecessary now that I have this new pen I'm using, the Isograph, because so far this pen has been my favorite of all the other pens I've had. This one just, it's been smooth. It doesn't ever feel like it's running out of ink, because the ink is refillable. And on top of that, there's like a little, like a little wire within the nib that releases the ink, so it doesn't feel like it's getting dry ever. I don't know. All I do know is that so far this has been my favorite pen, and I've been really enjoying using it. But I also do want to try some other things. Like I have this old calligraphy pen I bought a little while back that I've kind of been wanting to try to use. The only reason I never really did is because I ran out of black ink when I filled up my isograph, and I haven't. It's a dip ink pen, so I do need ink to dip, and I didn't have any, and I recently bought some, so I don't know, maybe I'll do a video with it. But honestly, they're a little difficult to draw with and write with. But I think it's because, you know, calligraphy is kind of something you need to practice, and the pens specifically, you know, you need to know how to use them and everything, and I don't want to break them or damage the nibs or anything like that. And I did do one drawing when I bought it, but I have no idea where that drawing's at, and I do remember it being very messy. I remember getting ink everywhere, because those things, sometimes you get surprised with them. Like they'll throw out a ton of ink at once or none at all, and you just gotta kind of give it the right pressure in order for it to work, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe I'll think about doing a new drawing with those. That's something I'll figure out later on. So as of late, I've been really trying to find ways to improve my videos. And by that I mean just, you know, different whoops, something just went off on my phone. By that I mean just like, you know, different things, you know, like with the intro. I've kind of wanted to try something different with the intro. I've been trying to improve my camera angles and, you know, my lighting, and you know, the outros with the finished product. I've been trying to get different camera angles with that, and you know, I've been enjoying it. I think my only downfall as of now is still my competency of editing. I still cannot. I feel like I got the very bare bone basics of video editing, but that's it. I think there's so much more I can do, but for some reason I cannot figure it out. I'm thinking maybe it's my my editing app. You know, maybe there's more I can do with other apps, but I don't know, because I haven't really tried any other apps. I'm kind of tempted to, but I also feel like I'm a little comfortable with the one I've been using. I don't know which one it is. I think it's Movie Maker Pro or something Pro. I'm not completely sure, but I know there are other apps, and you know, they probably have different features and everything, but I just never really, you know, like explored that. And I know there's some you can buy, and they're super expensive. I found one that was like almost $150, and I'm just like, damn. I guess it's worth it if you're really, really trying to edit your videos, you know? Like if your main focus is editing videos, then yes. And if you already know what you're doing, then maybe you can see the worth in it. But to me, I'm just like, okay, well, this is free, and you know, it's working for me for right now. You know, there's no reason for me to spend that kind of money on a video app. But you know, maybe it does make the difference. Or again, maybe I just have no idea what I'm doing, and the things that I want to do are easily accessible on this app. I just I haven't figured it out. Like for example, I don't know how to, like, I'm trying to figure out how to do the texts. So the problem with me and the text in my videos, like on screen, is that I can only do it in a, how do you say it, like in a transition, you know, like it fades in and out, or it comes left from right, or it just goes one letter at a time, and I can't figure out how to just put regular text up, you know, like just pops up, leaves, that's it. It's always some kind of animation that comes in and out, and I have to time it right, and it's just it's tedious, you know. I feel like that, for example, there is an easier way to do that. There's an easier way to figure that out, and for some reason it's not clicking to me. But again, maybe it's just the app. Maybe I just kind of need to figure it out and mess with it a little bit more, but I guess we'll see. Another issue is I'm having to export all of these videos onto my computer, and I think my computer is running out of space now, because I probably have 100 gigabytes or more of just footage, because I keep, man, like every video I do is probably between 1 and maybe about 4 hours of footage of each video, and I've just been dumping all of those onto my computer back and forth, and I feel like it's kind of overloading it, which the thought of that never really occurred to me, because I always kind of just thought like, okay, well, got your computer, that's where you put your pictures and videos, and for some reason I just have like this idea that there's unlimited storage on a computer when, like in reality, there's only a finite amount of space inside your computer, realistically, I bet you can get some computers that feel like it's infinite, but, realistically speaking, I don't have all the space. So, I'm going to have to go through all of my files and purge. The only issue with that is I do have a lot of important things on there, like some of my school syllabuses and assignments and, what is it, syllabuses? Or is it syllabi? Syllabi. I have syllabes in my computer, and I have them all downloaded, and I have other pictures and stuff that I do want to keep, so I have to go through each and every file and make sure that it's something I don't need, so it'd just be difficult to delete them in clumps, and I feel like it's going to take a little while. I've kind of been pushing it back a little bit, and I gotta see what's going on with that. I got my W-2s back from my taxes. I've honestly just been really reluctant to go, because I don't really know anyone that does my taxes. I feel like a lot of people have a guy or a girl to do their taxes, and I just don't have one of those. And I need to find someone, because I already have my W-2s, and I'm trying to get that tax money or pay something back, and if that's the case, then I'm really not in a hurry to do that. I don't know. I guess we'll see how that works out. I've been carless for the past week, and it has been horrible. My car was in a shop, and I didn't hear anything back from my mechanic for a little while. I thought something was like really serious with it, and he just couldn't figure it out, and he was just taking his sweet time. But after a week of him having it and me thinking like, what's going on, I call him up, and he lost my number. And you know what, the entire time I had the idea in my head that it was possible that he lost my number, but I just kind of thought like, what are the odds of that happening? And then after I really thought about it, I was like, you know what, the odds of that happening is actually pretty likely. So I called him up, and I was like, hey, yo, what's going on with my car? And he was all surprised. He was like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for you to call this entire time. I lost your number, and I had no way of getting a hold of you, and your car's been done for so long. And moral of the story is I could have had my car back so long ago. I've been carless. It's been horrible. I don't know, but I'm glad I got it back. I mean, I'm pretty sure he was done with it within like the first 2 days he had it. He just he couldn't get a hold of me, which is okay, I guess. It's not his fault. Yeah, probably has a lot of people he works with, and he has a lot of numbers he has to save, and I don't blame him. It's my fault for not checking in, I guess. Because I kept telling myself like I should call him. But another part of me is like, you know what? Let him take his time. He's probably a busy person. I don't know, but I got it back, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, this is about the end of the drawing. I really like how this one came out. I'm just putting on the finishing touches at the top and everything, but other than that, it's about finished. And here's the finished product.
So sweet. It's very
I really like how it came out. It just seems a little bit more like it has a little bit more depth to it. And yeah. So here's the ending. This is the ending product of my video. I mean, my drawing. Sorry, but yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed my little rant about whatever I talked about, because honestly, I don't even remember. It just kind of end up going off about some random stuff. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you would like. I would really appreciate it. And thanks for watching.